Happy Wednesday. Happy Mind Your Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great week. So, this Wednesday, I want to talk about two phrases that I think we've all heard or even said at some point in time. One is get over it, and the other is let it go. Now, depending on the context, I guess they could seemingly be the same thing because they're alluding to moving past a situation or feeling or emotion that you're currently in. But one for me um, is has a negative connotation to it. Get over it. When I've either said it or someone has said it to me, it's been in a response to telling someone else what they need to do as a response to a situation. And I've taken it negatively because usually it's coming from, when it's said to me, it's coming from a person that has done something to me that they just want me to move past and get over it. Now, the other, let it go, is more liberating and empowering to me because we have responsibility, we have the sole responsibility of moving past that situation by making a choice or a decision to let it go. And I know a lot of times it's difficult to get over it, which seems to be a forced thing, and letting it go. We can go through things or have things that have happened to us that we still respond to in a negative way that happened to us as a child that we still deal with as an adult because we didn't let it go. And I get it. It's hard a lot of times. And I was taught a technique some years ago that I've used several times, a lot of times, to help me let it go. Now, if you will give me a few minutes, I'll kind of walk you through this visualization technique that I call the hot air balloon. So, if you will, as you're listening to me, you can close your eyes if you choose to. Well, I would rather you close your eyes because I need you to envision what I'm saying or asking you to do. So, if you close your eyes and imagine you standing in this large grassy field. Nothing's there, nothing else is there but the grass, sun, the sky, nothing else. As far as you can see. Can you imagine that? Can you picture that? Standing in this large grassy field, you probably hear the birds chirping, the wind blowing, but it's just you and the grass in the field. Now start to take a few steps forward, walking through the field. As you're moving, you come upon this huge hot air balloon sitting in the middle of this field. Now keep walking until you get closer and closer to the hot air balloon. Now the balloon has a stake in the ground with a rope wrapped around it, keeping it anchored so it won't take off. Now what I want you to do is feel that emotion, those thoughts, or bring up that situation or that person that you haven't, of that thing that you haven't let go. It could be a relationship that you're having difficulty getting over or past. It could be something that happened on your job. It could even be something that happened as a child or in your childhood. Now imagine that thing or that person and what you felt in that moment, or the things that come up again when you think about that moment. Are you there? Can you see that person? Can you feel it? Because a lot of times we repeat the same emotion because we haven't let that thing go. Now gather that up and throw it in the basket of this hot air balloon. It's there. All that emotion, that situation, that person, that thing, putting it in the hot air balloon. Now take a step back and go over to that stake that's holding that hot air balloon in the ground and grab the rope. So now this rope is in your hand. So you're still holding on to all of that emotion, to that situation. You haven't let it go yet. And this is the position that a lot of us have been in for years, holding on to something because we refuse to release it. You have it in your hand. Now, as we all know, if you hold on to that, and this balloon, as it's starting to rise up off the ground, if you keep holding on, it's going to drag you with it, which is what it's been doing. So I need you to let go of that rope. And as you're letting it go, allow that feeling, allow those thoughts, allow all that negativity that you've attached to that to float off with this hot air balloon. Now, with your eyes closed, you're still watching this hot air balloon as it lifts from the ground. And keep watching it until you just can't see it anymore. It's just disappeared. And it's gone. And you're releasing. And you let it go. Right? Now come back. Open your eyes. And what do you feel? How do you feel? Does it feel different? Now, when I first started using this technique, it took me a couple of times to really allow myself to get into it and let things go. And the more I practiced it, it helped me, at least if nothing else, settle myself enough to separate from the emotion of the situation so I could address it, deal with it, and get past it. Guys, I hope that's helped you. I know this one was a little bit longer than what I usually do, but allow yourself to let go of things in your own way, because you'll be freer, you'll be lighter, you'll feel lifted if you do. I thank you guys for checking in with me this Wednesday. And if nobody else has told you today that they love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. You guys be a great day.